Exam dost, success ka host, Sainik Navodaya mein topmost.
Every rectangle is a parallelogram. According to the question, हर एक rectangle parallelogram होता है क्या? Let us check. Now, what is the condition of being a parallelogram? The basic condition of being a parallelogram is opposite sides should be equal and opposite sides should be parallel. Now this is the basic condition of a parallelogram. अगर किसी भी quadrilateral ने ये दो conditions meet की तो वो parallelogram कहलाएगा. Now let us look at the rectangle. This is a rectangle. A, B, C and D. Opposite sides AB and CD opposite sides AB and CD, they are equal and parallel. Similarly, another opposite sides BC and AD, they are also equal and parallel. So we see that a rectangle is actually following the conditions of a parallelogram. And going by that, we can say that a rectangle is a parallelogram. Sentence is true. This sentence is true not only for rectangle. Rectangle is a parallelogram. Remember also, square is also a parallelogram. A rhombus is also a parallelogram. So all these shapes, since they follow the basic condition of being a parallelogram, which is opposite side should be equal, opposite side should be parallel. So all these three shapes are classified as parallelograms. Continuing further with the true false question number 5. Every rhombus is a parallelogram. Question says that every rhombus is a parallelogram. So let us first check what is the condition of being a parallelogram. The condition of being a parallelogram, that it should be having opposite sides parallel and opposite sides equal. So these are the two conditions of being a parallelogram. Opposite sides should be parallel and opposite sides should be equal. And now let us see, is rhombus following these conditions? Now rhombus, we know, has all its sides equal, A, B, C and D. So in a rhombus all the sides are equal. So if all the sides are equal, can we say that opposite sides are equal? Yes, that if all sides are equal, we can definitely say that opposite sides are equal. क्योंकि अगर सारे sides equal हैं तो opposite sides तो equal होंगे. So we can say that AB is equal to AB and the side opposite to AB is CD. Opposite sides are equal. Next opposite side pair is BC, that is equal to DA. So we can say that opposite sides are equal, and in the rhombus shape we know that opposite sides are parallel also. So we say that the rhombus follows both the condition, it qualifies both the condition to be a parallelogram. In parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel and equal, and rhombus also follows the same. So we can say that every rhombus is a parallelogram. This sentence is true. Next question says every parallelogram is a square. यहाँ पर पूछा है कि हर पैरेललोग्राम स्क्वायर होता है क्या. लेट अस लुक एट द कंडीशंस ऑफ बीइंग अ स्क्वायर. The first condition is all sides are equal. Second is opposite sides are parallel. Diagonals of square are equal. Third condition. Fourth, diagonals bisect at 90 degree. So there are many actually, but these are some. Each angle is 90 degree. Or we can also say that each angle is equal. Now here, if we go to the parallelogram, all sides are not equal, only opposite sides are equal. Second condition of square, opposite sides are parallel. Yes, that condition is met by parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. Third, here in the parallelogram diagonals are not equal. Fourth condition, diagonals they bisect but not at 90 degree. Each angle is not 90 degree. So we see that many of the conditions of being a square is not fulfilled by parallelogram. So remember that parallelogram is not a square. However, reverse is true. Square is a parallelogram, but parallelogram is not a square. So this sentence is false. Square, all sides equal, diagonals equal, and the diagonals bisect at 90 degrees. So these angles are all 90 degree. Parallelogram, only opposite sides are equal, diagonals are not equal. Answer is, the sentence is false. Next question says the road roller is an example of a cylinder. Now if you look at a road roller, it is shaped like this. And yes, this is an example of a cylinder. So road roller is an example of a cylinder. This sentence is true. Question number 8. A pyramid with rectangular base is also known as rectangular prism. So if I take a rectangle like this and we consider that it is a base, and on this if we create a pyramid, then such a pyramid with a rectangular base is called a rectangular prism. This is true. Next, question number 9. Coin is an example of a sphere. Coin is an example of a circle. It is not an example of sphere. Example of sphere will be a ball. This sentence is false. Next question. Square is a regular polygon. Regular polygon says that all sides are equal and all angles are equal. When all sides are equal and all angles are equal, then it is called a regular polygon. Now in the square, we know that the all sides are equal and each angle is 90 degree. Now this itself is a symbol of 90, so no need of writing 90 again. So we can say that all angles are equal. And since in a square all sides and all angles are equal, we can say that square is a regular polygon. This sentence is true. ABC are 3 points on a line such that AB is 5 centimeter and BC is 3 centimeter. And AC is equal to 8 centimeter. Now if you analyze the statements clearly, we can see that actually that AB5 and BC3, when you add these two, then we are getting the value of AC. We see that AC is actually sum of AB plus BC. AC is 8, AB is 5 and BC is 3. So from this we can say that the AC has two parts. So it means AC is the bigger line segment and it has two parts, as one is AB, another is BC. So what we can do is we can draw the 3 points here. We can name the first point as A, second as B, third as C. हम देख रहे हैं कि AB और BC को ऐड करके हमें AC मिल रहा है. इसका मतलब AC जो है वो बड़ा पार्ट है. लाइन में बनाएंगे तो AB this will be 5, this will be 3. So AB is 5, BC is 3 and AC टोटल हमारा हो जाएगा ये 8 सेंटीमीटर. So we can conclude that the point B actually lies between A and C. B जो है वो A और C के बीच में आ रहा है. Next question, where will the hour hand of a clock stop if it starts from 6 and turns through one right angle? क्वेश्चन में पूछा है कि आवर हैंड कहां पर स्टॉप होगी अगर वो स्टार्ट होती है. इन द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन दे सेइंग दैट वो अगर वो 6 बजे स्टार्ट होती है और एक राइट एंगल मींस 90 डिग्री एंगल अगर वो मूव करे तो वो कहां पर रुकेगी. दिस इज इन अ क्लॉक 12, 3, 6 and 9. So if the hand of the clock starts at 6 and it will move in a clockwise direction like this and it will make a right angle, means वो 90 डिग्री एंगल लगाएगी और वो पहुंच जाएगी 6 बजे से 9 बजे पर. So we can say if the hand of the clock is at 6 and it turns one right angle, then it will be at 9. Answer to the first question will be it will be at 9. Moving on to the question number 2. If the hand of a clock is at 8 and turns two right angles. Two right angles means 2 times 90 degree. So 90 plus 90, 180 degree. So remember, a 180 degree is exactly opposite direction or exactly at opposite place. This is at 8 p.m. So what you can do is you can draw a clock. 12, 3, 6 and 9. This is 7, this is 8, 1, 2, 4 and 5, 10 and 11. So if the clock is at 8, 180 degree means it will be exactly in the opposite direction, so it will come at 2. This is the 180 degree movement. So two right angles means 180 degree. At 180 degree the clock will show 2. So second question answer will be the clock will show, or it will reach at 2. Coming to the third question. Says from 10 and turns through 3 right angles. It is at 10 and turn 3 right angles. Now 3 right angles means 3 times 90, which is 3 into 90, which is 270, or you can add 90 3 times, it is 270. So let us draw a clock and then give it a 3 times 90 degree. Now the clock is at 10. So when you will give it a 80 degree turn, 180 degree turn, it will come at 4, and after 180 you have to give it one more 90 degree turn. So at 4 p.m. if you give it a 90 degree turn, it will come at 7. Answer will be, if it is at 10 and if you give 270 degree turn or 3 right angle, it will reach at 7. Which of the following are models of perpendicular lines? The adjacent edges of a tabletop. Suppose this is a table. So adjacent edges of tabletop, they are an example of perpendicular lines. The lines of a railway track are example of parallel lines. The line segment forming L, this L shape, you can say that here there is a 90 degree angle. So we can say that the line segments forming the letter L is also an example of perpendicular lines. The letter V, in the letter V we cannot find any 90 degree angle, so we can say that they are not perpendicular lines. Going through perpendicular lines, when two lines intersect with each other and they make a 90 degree angle, you see here all the angles are 90 degrees, so we can say that these two lines are perpendicular to each other. In this question, they are asking to study the diagram, and they have given that the line L is perpendicular to line M. We can see that this is the line L, the horizontal line, and this is the line M, which is the vertical line. Having been identified the two lines, we can also say that in line L there are multiple points A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H, and all these points are located at equal distance, and the distance is of 1 unit each. A to B the distance is 1 unit, B to C the distance is 1 unit, C to D the distance is 1 unit, D to E the distance is 1 unit. Similarly, E to F 1 unit, F to G 1 unit and G to H is 1. So I can see all these points are equidistant. सभी points के बीच में 1 units का difference है. Moreover, we can also see that the line M is perpendicular to line L, क्योंकि वो 90 degree का angle बन रहा है. So we can say that line M is perpendicular to L, and we can also say that line L is perpendicular to line M, क्योंकि हर तरफ से 90 डिग्री का एंगल बन रहा है, तो दोनों ही लाइन्स एक दूसरे पर परपेंडिकुलर हैं. We can say that line L is perpendicular to M and line M is perpendicular to L. Now on the basis of this there are some questions. The first question is CE is equal to EG. CE. Now CE means you have to go from C to E. You have to go C to D and then D to E. C to D is 1 unit, D to E is 1 unit. So from C to E we can say it will be 2 units. And similarly, when we look at the value of EG, EG is E to F and F to G. E to F is 1 unit, F to G is 1 unit. So E to G or EG is also 2 units. So we can say that CE 2 units, EG 2 units. So they both are equal. This is correct. CE is equal to EG. This is the right statement. Second question says, does PE bisect CG? Now have a look at CG. It starts at 3 and it goes till 7. This is CG here. And here we have a PE. So the question is asking, does PE bisect CG? Bisect means to divide into 2 equal parts. So we have to find out whether the PE divides CG into 2 equal parts. Yes, we can say, because at PE this CG is divided into 2 units on the left hand side and 2 units on the right hand side. So I can say that CG, this complete line segment, is divided into 2 equal parts by the line segment PE. And since PE divides CG into 2 equal parts, we can say that PE bisects CG. Bisect का मतलब होता है 2 इक्वल पार्ट में डिवाइड करना. यहां पर C से लेकर G तक आप तो देखें तो टोटल 3 से लेकर 7 तक टोटल 4 यूनिट्स हो रहे हैं. CG इज इक्वल टू 4 यूनिट्स. जो लाइन PE है वो इन्हें पॉइंट E पर डिवाइड कर रही है, बाइसेक्ट कर रही है. पॉइंट E पर बाइसेक्ट कर रही है मतलब वो CG को 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर रही है. पहला CE which is 2 units and second is EG which is also 2 units. So we can say that the line segment PE is dividing CG into 2 equal parts. So we can say that PE is bisecting CG. Answer of the second question is yes. PE bisects CG, means PE divides the line CG into 2 equal parts. The third question, identify any 2 line segments for which PE is the perpendicular bisector. What is the perpendicular bisector? Perpendicular means it will cross the line segment or it will meet the line segment at 90 degree angle, and bisector means it will divide the line segment into 2 equal parts. तो हमें इस क्वेश्चन में ये बताना है कि जो लाइन PE है वो कौन से 2 लाइन सेगमेंट को 2 इक्वल पार्ट में डिवाइड कर रही है. तो सबसे पहले तो हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि वो लाइन सेगमेंट DF को 2 इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर रही है, विच इज DE एक पार्ट हो जाएगा, EF दूसरा पार्ट हो जाएगा. सो फर्स्ट इज DF, इट इज डिवाइडिंग इट इनटू DE एंड EF विच आर इक्वल. सेकेंड वो डिवाइड कर रही है CG को 2 इक्वल पार्ट्स में. CG is 2 units, EG is also, sorry, CE is 2 units, EG is 2 units, so it is also dividing CG into two equal parts. One is CE, another is EG. They both are equal. Third is, if you look at from B to H, B to E is 3 units, E to H is also 3 units. So it is also dividing the line segment BH into two equal parts, which are BE and EH. And it is also making a 90-degree angle with all the three line segments, which is DE, CG and BH. So we can say that the line PE is perpendicular bisector on the line segment DF, the line segment CG and the line segment BH. Third question. In the third question, they are asking, are these true? The first is AC is greater than FG. Now A to C is, we can say A to C, A is at 1, C is at 3, so it is 2 units. So AC is 2 units and F to G is 1 unit. So it is greater, so this sentence is true. Second is CD equals to GH. CD is 1 unit from 3 to 4. GH is also 1 unit from 7 to 8. So both are 1 unit, so they are equal. This is also true. Next, BC is less than EH. BC, from B to C it is 1 unit, and from E to H it is 5, 6, 7, 8, it is 3 units. So BC is 1 unit and EH is 3 unit, so this is also true. Answer is all the three options A, B, C are true. Name the type of following triangles. The first example, triangle with length of side 7 cm, 8 cm and 9 cm. Here we see that the length of all the three sides are different, and when the length of all the three sides of a triangle are different, then it is a scalene triangle. Second question, in a triangle ABC, AB is 8.7 cm, AC is 7 cm and BC is 6 cm. Again we can see that all the three sides are different length, so it is also a scalene triangle. Third example, in a triangle PQR, PQ is equal to QR is equal to PR and all of them are 5 cm. When all the three sides are same, this triangle is an equilateral triangle. Fourth example, triangle DEF with angle D is 90 degree. So when there is one 90 degree angle in a triangle, then it is called a right angled triangle. Fifth example, in the triangle XYZ, angle Y is 90 and XY and YZ are equal. Let's look at here, Y, X and Z. So angle Y is 90, one angle is 90 and other two angles or other two sides are equal. If other two sides are equal, means other two angles are equal, which can be only 45 and 45. A triangle in which one angle is 90 and other two angles are equal, it is called isosceles right angled triangle. Sixth, in the triangle LMN, angle L is 30, angle M is 70 and angle N is 80. all the three angles are acute angles, and such a triangle is called acute angled triangle. We have already discussed this on the basis of sides and on the basis of angles. Please go through the video once again. Give reasons for the following. A square can be thought of as special rectangle. Square को हम एक special rectangle कह सकते हैं. Let us discuss what is a rectangle. Rectangle. First property. Opposite sides are equal. Second, opposite sides are parallel. Third, each angle is 90 degree. Fourth, diagonals are equal. So this is the general property of a rectangle. And does a square follow the property? Let us check. In a square, opposite sides are equal. In a square, all sides are equal. तो अगर all sides equal हैं तो opposite sides तो equal होंगे ही. So the square follows the first property of rectangle. Next, opposite sides are parallel. Yes, in a square also opposite sides are parallel. Third, each angle is 90. Yes, in a square each angle is also 90. And fourth, diagonals are equal. Yes, in a square also the diagonals are equal. So we see that square follows all the property of rectangle. So we can say that square is a special rectangle. Second question says a rectangle can be thought of as a special parallelogram. कि क्या हम rectangle को एक special parallelogram बोल सकते हैं? Let us go and check कि क्या rectangle को parallelogram कहा जा सकता है? Parallelogram. Now friends, understand a basic property of being a parallelogram. The first, opposite sides should be parallel, and second, opposite sides should be equal. If any quadrilateral follows these two properties, then it is considered as a parallelogram. Now, this is a rectangle AB, CD. Now here the opposite sides are AB and CD. Are they parallel? Yes. Opposite sides, are they equal in a rectangle? Answer is yes. So we see that rectangle follows both the property of parallelogram. So we can say that rectangle is a special parallelogram. In fact, बच्चों याद रखिए, a rectangle, a square and a rhombus, they all follow the property of parallelogram. So they all are special parallelograms. Fourth, square, rectangles, parallelograms are all quadrilaterals. Quadrilateral. Now quadrilateral is a polygon with four sides. Quadrilateral is a polygon with four sides. Now we see the square has four sides. Rectangle has 4 sides and parallelogram has 4 sides. So since all these 3 polygons have 4 sides, we can say that all of them are quadrilaterals. Apparently, other than these, a rhombus will also be in the category of quadrilateral. A trapezium will also be a quadrilateral, and a kite will also be a quadrilateral. So all these polygons have 4 sides, so all of them will come in the category of quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means a polygon having 4 sides. Sentence number 4. The 5th sentence, square is also a parallelogram. Parallelogram. The basic property of being a parallelogram is opposite sides equal, opposite sides parallel. This is the basic property of being a parallelogram. So any quadrilateral which will follow these 2 properties will be a parallelogram. Now let us talk about square. We know that in a square all sides are equal. If all sides are equal, तो इसका मतलब opposite sides are also equal. सारे equal है तो opposite sides तो equal होंगे ही. Opposite sides are parallel. Yes, in a square opposite sides are parallel. So we can say that square is also a parallelogram. As we have discussed earlier, square, rectangle, rhombus, they all are parallelograms. In this question, in the given figure, PQ is 3 units and PR is 6 units, RS is 4 units. Then find the length of PS. PS is this complete length. Now we can say that PS is equal to PR plus RS. If you add these two, PR plus RS, we will get PS. PR is given in the question as 6. RS is given in the question as 4. Adding these two, we get the value of PS as 10 units. Answer is option number A. The question says Meenakshi is standing facing east. How many right angles does she have to turn clockwise to face north? Right now she is facing east. The question says that how many right turns she has to take so that she will come to the north direction. Now we know that when we move from one direction to another direction, it's a 90-degree angle. So she will have to take the first clockwise turn from east to south. This is the first right angle which will bring her to the south direction. So one right angle or one turn of 90 degree in the clockwise direction will take her from east to south. Now from south she has to go to west. For this she will have to take one more right angle. So this will be the second right angle, and from west now she has to come to the north. So again she has to take the third right angle, because this is also 9. So total she has to take 3 right angle. Answer is option number C. How many right angles are there in the given figure? Now right angles we know it is a 90-degree angle. And if you look at this shape, the right angles are first this one. This is angle HDE. This is the second right angle, which is angle DHO. This is the third right angle, angle DEO, and this is the fourth right angle. Now similarly you can see that there are four small rectangles, and every rectangle will have four angles each. So there will be a total of, here there will be four angles or four right angles, here four right angles, in this rectangle four right angles, and this rectangle four right angles. So there will be a total of 16 right angles. Let's name them: angle DEO and angle DEOH. First four. So this is the first rectangle. Let's go to the second rectangle. These are the four right angles. So first will be angle HCG, second will be angle CGO, third will be angle GOH, and fourth will be angle OHC. These are the four angles in the second rectangle. In the third rectangle, this is the right angle, this is a right angle, this is a right angle, and this is also a right. Let's name them. First was angle FOG, second is the angle OGB, third right angle is angle GBF, and the fourth is angle FOG BFO. Going to the fourth rectangle, these are the four right angles. Let's name them. First will be angle EOF, second will be angle OFA, third will be the angle FAE, and fourth will be the angle AEO. These are the total 16 right angles. Answer is option number C. Next question: what part of revolution does Ankit turn through if he is facing south and turns clockwise to face east? So right now he is in the south direction, and now according to the question he has to face east and he have to go clockwise. Clockwise means from south he will go to west, from west he will go to north, and from north he will go to east. So you can say that if he will take one complete revolution, then he will make a complete revolution. But here he is taking how many parts of revolution? 1, 2 and 3 parts of revolution. If I divide the total revolution into 4 parts, he is taking 3 out of 4 revolution. So we can call it he is doing 3/4 of revolution. Answer will be option number C. In this question we have to find out the incorrect match. First option, here we can see that in the first option there are 8 sides, and an 8-sided polygon is called an octagon. This is correct. Second option B, we see that there are 6 sides. A 6-sided polygon is called hexagon. However, in the option they have written as nonagon. Nonagon is a 9-sided polygon. So this option is incorrect. Heptagon is a 7-sided polygon. And we can see that there are 7 sides here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7. So this is correct. Next is pentagon is a 5-sided polygon. And we can see that there are 5 sides here: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If you want to count the number of sides of first and second, you can go ahead. Answer here will be, incorrect option is option number B. Next question, which of the following triangle is shown in the given figure? In the figure we see that in this triangle all the angles 50 degree, 60 degree and 70 degree, they all are acute angles. And if in a triangle all the angles are acute angles, then it is called a acute angled triangle. Answer is option number C. Question says in the figure AC is perpendicular to BD. Then we have to name all the right angles. We can see the lines AC. It is perpendicular to the line BD. So basically they are talking about the two diagonals. And if AC is perpendicular to BD, then all the angles here are right angles, means 90 degree angle. The first right angle will be angle A, P and D. This is the first right angle. It means this is the 90 degree angle. The second right angle will be this angle, which is angle D, P, C. The third right angle is this angle, which is angle C, P, B, and the fourth right angle is this angle, which is angle B, B, P and A. So when two lines intersect each other, all the four angles made by the two lines are the right angles. And in this diagram also, angle APD, DPC, CPB and BPA all will be right angles. Means 90 degree angles. The question says write the measure of the smaller angle formed by the hour and the minute hand of a clock at 7 o'clock. Also write the measure of the other angle and also state what type of angles these are. क्वेश्चन में ये पूछ रहे हैं कि हमें ये बताना है कि आवर हैंड और मिनट हैंड के बीच में जब 7 बजेंगे तो कितने डिग्री का एंगल बनेगा, और स्मॉलर एंगल जो होगा आवर हैंड और मिनट हैंड के बीच में वो कितने का होगा। दूसरा एक क्वेश्चन और पूछा है कि जो दूसरा एंगल होगा, मतलब पीछे का जो एंगल होगा, दैट ऑल्सो वी विल सी, वो कौन सा एंगल होगा, एंड व्हाट आर दीज टाइप्स ऑफ एंगल। दोनों का पहले मेजर निकालना है और ये कौन सा एंगल होगा। फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस क्वेश्चन वंस इन फॉर ऑल, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दिस कॉन्सेप्ट। To understand this concept, we will take a simple clock, and first we will understand about the minute hand. Minute hand. Now, minute hand will start from 12. It will go to 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, then 10, then 11, and then it will come back to 12. So it will start from 12 and it will come back at 12. When it will start from 12 and it will come back to 12, it will make a complete angle, और it will make a complete revolution. जब वो 12 पर start होगी और 12 पर end होगी तो वो एक complete revolution करेगी। कंप्लीट रेवोल्यूशन मीन्स वो 360 डिग्री का एंगल कवर करेगी। Now, to understand the movement and the relative degrees made by the hour hand and the minute hand, let's first start with hour hand. Suppose the hour hand is at 12. If it is at 12, when it will move to 1, then it will go to 2, उसके बाद वो जाएगी 3, then it will go to 4, then it will go to 5, then it will come to 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, 11 and finally 12. So if the hour hand starts at 12 and again comes back to 12, 12 to 12, it means it has covered 12 hours. And when it will cover 12 hours, it will make one complete revolution. Revolution, I'm writing REV, and you know that one complete revolution is one complete angle. And the value of one complete angle is 360 degree. So we understand that the hour hand in 12 hours will complete 360 degree. Now, if the hour hand cover in 12 hours 360 degree, then we can find out that in 1 hour it will cover how many degrees? Divide 360 by 12. 360 divided by 12 is 30. It means the hour hand in 1 hour, it will cover 30 degree or it will make a 30 degree angle. आवर हैंड जब 1 घंटे आगे चलेगी, अगर वो 12 बजे से लेकर 1 बजे पर आई तो वो 30 डिग्री का एंगल बनाएगी. सिंपल सी बात है, आपको याद रखनी है. 1 बजे से अगर वो 2 बजे पर आई तो फिर से वो 30 डिग्री का एंगल. तो इसका मतलब हर 1 घंटे में 30 डिग्री का एंगल वो बनाएगी. तो ऐसे जितने भी आवर्स आपको पूछे हों, अगर आपको पूछे कि 3 घंटे में कितना एंगल बनाएगी तो 30 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 3 कर दीजिए, क्योंकि 1 घंटे में 30 डिग्री. अगर इन्होंने पूछा कि 3 आवर में कितना होगा, सिंपली मल्टीप्लाई 30 डिग्री इंटू 3, इट विल मेक अ एंगल ऑफ 90 डिग्री. So now we understand that the hour hand in 1 hour makes a 30 degree angle. मतलब अगर हमारा आवर हैंड 12 से 1 पर गया 30 डिग्री का एंगल, 1 से 2 पर गया 30 डिग्री का एंगल, ये सारे एंगल 30 डिग्री. 2 से 3 पर आया 30 डिग्री का एंगल, 3 से 4 पर आया 30 डिग्री का एंगल, 4 से 5 पर आया 30 डिग्री angle. So you can calculate. If the question asks that our hand goes 4 hours, then you can find out that how much angle it will make. Now coming back to the question says that the time is 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock means the hour hand is at 7 and the minute hand is at 12. So what is the angle between them? Simple. Just count how many hours from 7 to 12. 7 के hour hand को 12 पर आने के लिए कितने hours लगेंगे? Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So if you want to find out the angle at 7, simply count the number of hours from 7 and 12. It is 5 hours. We know that in 1 hour it is 30 degree. So for 5 hour it will be 30 into 5, 150 degree. This is a simple way of calculating the angle between the two arms of the clock. आपको सिर्फ उनके बीच के यूनिट देख लेने हैं या आवर्स देख लेने हैं। 7 और 12 के बीच में 5 आवर्स हैं। सो सिंपली आपको 30 डिग्री को 5 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है। आवर आंसर इज 150 डिग्री। नाउ लेट अस लर्न अबाउट द मिनट हैंड। Now suppose our minute hand is at 12. Minute hand will move from 12 to 1, then to 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11. And finally it will come back to 12. So minute hand when starts from 12 and when it comes back to 12, it covers 60 minutes. 60 minutes is one complete rotation for minute hand. One complete revolution. One complete revolution means 360 degree. So minute hand covers 360 degree in 60 minutes. So if it covers 60 minutes and it covers 360 degree angle, then we can calculate in 5 minutes. Now why we are doing 5 minutes? Because a minute hand जब 12 से 1 पर आती है, when it comes from 12 to 1, basically it is covering 5 minutes. That is why we are taking the value of 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes it will cover 360 upon 60 multiplied by 5. Or we can also simplify by calculating the value of 5 1 minute first and then doing it by 5. But you can directly find out the value of 5 minutes using this. 60 and 360, this will give us 6, and 6 into 5, it is 30 degree. So we see that minute hand in 5 minutes it is covering 30 degree. तो जब मिनट हैंड 12 से 1 पर आएगी 30 डिग्री कवर करेगी, 1 से 2 पर आएगी अनदर 30 डिग्री कवर करेगी, 2 से 3 पर आएगी अनदर 30 डिग्री कवर करेगी. सो आवर हैंड 30 डिग्री कवर करने के लिए 1 आवर लगाएगा, पर मिनट हैंड 30 डिग्री कवर करने के लिए 5 मिनट्स लगाएगा. एंड इफ यू वांट टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ 1 मिनट कि 1 मिनट में आवर हैंड कितने डिग्री एंगल कवर करेगी, इट विल बी 360 अपॉन 60. आंसर इज 6 डिग्रीज. तो 1 मिनट में वो 6 डिग्री बनाएगी. Now coming back to the question, this is at 7 o'clock, the angle between the hands of a clock, minute hand and hour hand, simple. 7 और 12 के बीच में 5 आवर्स हैं, तो 5 आवर्स का मतलब हो गया 5 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 30 डिग्री. So it will be an angle of 150 degree. So this angle is 150 degree. They are also asking to find the other angle. Other angle मतलब ये पीछे वाला. This is called reflex angle. How to find out the reflex angle? Very simple. Reflex angle निकालने के लिए आप पहले एंगल को 360 से माइनस कर दीजिए. 360 माइनस 150, इट इज 210. तो पीछे का एंगल हमारा आ गया 210. 150 डिग्री का एंगल हमारा पहला आ गया 7 और 12 के बीच में. दिस इज अ ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल, ग्रेटर देन 90, लेस देन 180. पीछे वाला एंगल आ गया रिफ्लेक्स एंगल, ग्रेटर देन 180, लेस देन 360. In the figure, point A, B, C, D and E are collinear. Collinear means they are on the same line such that AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to D. मतलब ये जो सारे जो लाइन सेगमेंट्स हैं, ये जो सारे पॉइंट्स हैं, इक्वी डिस्टेंस है, इक्वल डिस्टेंस पर हैं. क्वेश्चन को समझने के हिसाब से हम AB को 1 यूनिट ले लेते हैं, तो BC भी 1 यूनिट हो जाएगा, CD भी 1 यूनिट हो जाएगा और D भी 1 यूनिट हो जाएगा. Now let us go to the question and understand what is the question. सबसे पहला इन्होंने पूछा है AD. What is AD? AD is AB plus what? तो अगर आप AD देखें तो AD आ रहा है A से लेकर D तक, मतलब उसमें हो जाएंगे टोटल 1 प्लस 1 प्लस 1, टोटल 3 यूनिट्स. सो AD is equal to 3 units. And they are asking AD is AB plus what? तो हम देख रहे हैं कि AB है 1 यूनिट. A से लेकर B तक आप जाएंगे तो 1 यूनिट है, और उसके बाद आपको D तक और जाना है, इसका मतलब हमें B से लेकर D तक जाना होगा. तो यहाँ पर AB प्लस BD, और BD की जो वैल्यू हो जाएगी वो हो जाएगी 2 यूनिट्स. सो वी कैन से दैट AD इज इक्वल टू AB प्लस BD. The second question they're asking AD is equal to AC plus what? Now for our sake of solving, we have taken each point as 1 unit. So AB is 1 unit, BC is 1 unit, CD is 1 unit, and D is also 1 unit. And in the question they are asking AD. Now if I go from A to D, अगर हम A से लेकर D तक जाएंगे तो हम देख रहे हैं कि ये टोटल हो रहे हैं 1 plus 1 plus 1, total 3 units. Because AD is AB plus BC plus CD, 3 units. Now इन्होंने बुलाया कि ऑलरेडी AC अगर हमने दे दिया A से लेकर C तक, तो A से लेकर C तक कितने यूनिट्स हो गए? AB और BC, तो ये हो गए 2 यूनिट्स. मतलब अब हमें 1 यूनिट और चाहिए, तो वो यूनिट हो जाएगा CD. सो हियर इन द गैप कम्स CD विच इज 1 यूनिट, और अब ये इक्वल हो जाएंगे. You should be able to work out such questions yourself. There are very high chances that it might come in the examination. The next question, the midpoint of AE. The midpoint of AE we can see it is C. Next, fourth question, they are asking the midpoint of CE. ये है CE, इसका midpoint हो जाएगा D. And the fifth question, slightly different. They're asking what is AE, and they say it's equal to dash multiplied by AB. Now if I go and see AE is AB 1 unit, BC 1 unit, CD 1 unit, and DE 4 units. So A से लेकर E तक हो जाएंगे टोटल 4 units. Should be equal to blank multiplied by what is AB? AB है A से लेकर B 1 unit. तो अब हम 1 में क्या मल्टीप्लाई कर दें तो 4 आ जाएगा, तो आंसर आ जाएगा 4. सो आंसर ऑफ फिफ्थ विल बी AE is equal to 4 multiplied by AB. Going through all the answers once again, AD is equal to AB plus BD. Second answer, AD is equal to AC plus CD. Midpoint of AE is C, midpoint of CE is D, and AE is equal to 4 multiplied by AB. Give an example of each category from the figure given here. So here they can see that this is a composite figure, a figure made up of triangles, rectangle, square, and from this figure we have to find these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 shapes. The first one they have already solved. An equilateral triangle is triangle ABF. The triangle ABF, you can see that two angles are given as 60. If two angles are 60, it means the third angle should also be 60 because it should follow the angle sum property. तो अगर एक triangle के दो एंगल 60 हैं तो तीसरा ऑटोमेटिकली 60 हो जाता है क्योंकि तीनों एंगल्स का सम 180 होना चाहिए. And the only possible value to make it 180 is 60 degree. That should be the third angle. So equilateral triangle is triangle ABF. Next we have to find out the scalene triangle. Now remember, a scalene triangle is a triangle where all the three sides are different or all sides are unequal. And here in this figure you can see that the triangle A, triangle F and triangle E. I'll take it separately. Triangle A, F and E. Here they have given the value of AE as 6 centimeter or 6 meter, FE as 4 meter, and AF as 3 meter. So we can see that all the three sides are different. So triangle AFE is a scalene triangle. Answer to the second question is triangle AFE. Now the second we have to find out a scalene triangle that we have done, triangle AEF or triangle AFE. The third we have to find out acute angle triangle. Remember, acute angle triangle is a triangle in which all the angles are acute angle. Now if you look at the triangle ABF, we can see that in the triangle ABF all the three angles are 60 degree. And if all the three triangles are 60 degree, it means all the three angles are acute angles. So this is a acute angled triangle. It is a equilateral triangle also based on the number of sides, and based on the value of angle we can call it a acute angled triangle. So answer to the third question is triangle ABF. Next, after the acute angle triangle, the third one, we have to find a right angle triangle. Now we know a right angle triangle is a triangle in which one angle is 90 degree. In this figure you can see the triangle BFG. For your convenience I'll draw it here. In the triangle B, F and G we can see a 90 degree angle. So this is a right angled triangle. Moreover, if you look at the angle, another triangle B, C and G, here also this angle is a 90 degree angle. So when there is a 90 degree angle in a triangle, we can call the triangle BCG is also a right angle triangle. So there are two right angle triangles. First is triangle BFG. Another is triangle BCG. Coming to the fifth part, an obtuse angle triangle. To understand the obtuse angle triangle, let's have a look in this figure. If you look at the straight line BFE, in this straight line BFE, look at the angle F, which is 60 degree. If this part is 60 degree, then the other angle, this will be 120 degree by the property of straight angle, because the straight angle, the total angle will be 180. स्ट्रेट लाइन पर या स्ट्रेट एंगल की वैल्यू टोटल 180 है, स्ट्रेट लाइन पर जो एंगल बनेगा वो 180 डिग्री का बनेगा. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड का एंगल हमें 60 दिया है, तो राइट हैंड साइड की वैल्यू 120 हो जाएगी. एंड नाउ इफ यू लुक एट दिस ट्राइंगल A F E, this angle is 120. Now remember that 120 is an obtuse angle, and when you have an obtuse angle in a triangle, then we can call the triangle AFE as an obtuse angled triangle. So the obtuse angle triangle will be triangle AFE. Coming to the sixth part, an isosceles triangle we have to find in this figure. Now isosceles triangle has two sides equal and third side is different. So if you look at the triangle B, F and G, Now we have the value of BF as 3 meter and the side FG is equal to the side BC. So FG will also be 3 मीटर, क्योंकि ये BC और FG इक्वल हैं. अगर BC 3 मीटर है तो FG भी 3 मीटर होगा. So now if I look at this triangle, the two sides are 3 meter and 3 meter. This is B, this is F, this is G. So if two sides are equal, then this is a isosceles triangle. So isosceles triangle will be triangle BFG. Answer to the question number 6. Question says a quadrilateral is a rhombus but not a square. The options are given. Its diagonal do not bisect each other, its diagonals are not perpendicular, opposite angles are not equal, the length of diagonals are not equal. Let us understand the rhombus and square ones. A square and a rhombus. Now understand that square is a special kind of rhombus. It follows all the property of rhombus except, let us summarize all the properties first. In a square and a rhombus. In a square and rhombus both, all sides equal. Each angle is 90 degree. So both square and rhombus follow this property. Each angle is 90 degree. The diagonals bisect at 90 degree. Opposite sides are parallel. So most of the properties are followed by both square and rhombus, but now coming to the major point of difference. Remember that in square each angle is 90 degree and in rhombus opposite angles are equal. Also remember that in a square diagonals are equal. And in a rhombus diagonals are not equal. So this is the major point of difference between a square and a rhombus, that in a square diagonals are equal, in a rhombus diagonals are not equal. And this will become the basis of this answer. A quadrilateral is a rhombus but not a square. It is a rhombus when its diagonals are not equal, which is mentioned in the point number, option number D. Opposite angles are not equal. Opposite angles are equal in both rhombus and square. Option number B, diagonals are not perpendicular. Diagonals are perpendicular means they make a 90 degree angle in both rhombus and square. The diagonals do not bisect each other. Diagonals do bisect each other in both rhombus and square. So the only property or the only area in which they differ is the length of diagonals. In rhombus they are not equal, in square they are equal. Answer is option number D. Question was slightly tricky. You have to pay utmost attention to solve such kind of questions and be ready in the examination to analyze such questions.